sure you're beaming with injury questions, and we're going to save the injury answers for Wednesday. So hope you respect that. It's an extra day. Guys are back. We just had a good, hour and 15-minute workout practice, and onward we go. So.
You talked about doing the self-scout. Coming out of the bye, how do you feel about this team after what you studied?
Yeah, a lot of the things that we said going into the bye of, hey, where are we? We're in a position. We put ourselves in a position to really attack this second half of the season, and we know we can improve. Numbers support that. Tape supports that. The great thing is I don't think we have to reinvent ourselves. I think we're a team with an identity. We know who we are. We just have to go be that team every day. And when we do that, we give ourselves a really good chance to win.
Do you feel like you were a team with an identity last year?
I think we were looking. I think we were searching for it, especially this time of year. Yeah.
Mike,
what did you learn about the run game and how you can get better in the run game?
It's everything, and I think we're on the right track. We have a probably better focus, better understanding of what we do well and what we don't do as well, how we build things, who's out there, that sort of thing. But I think we don't need wholesale changes. We need to keep attacking it. There's detail involved. There's operation involved. Game plan, scheme, kind of all the above is room for improvement. And I think we saw last game we took a stride. We just got to keep moving in that direction.
Was there any thought over the bye to any sort of personnel changes up front?
No.
How much attention do you pay to like around the league and just the NFC and NFC in particular is really competitive. A lot of teams are kind of all similar records.
Yeah, it's tough. It's you're so focused week in, week out on what you need to do in your operation, getting ready for every opponent. Having the week away, honestly, I didn't sit in front of the TV all Sunday, so we have an idea what's going on with the league. Yeah, you want to have a great feel. I mean, there's a lot of people in our building that are doing that, and they're up to speed. But I don't know. It's kind of like I said at the beginning of the year. It's like it's cool. It's nice to pay attention, and at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter.
Mike, what's an old school principle that has stood the test of time? I heard you in an interview. You said,
respect, integrity, work. Yeah, I gave you 3.
Thank you. What new methods have you put in?
I mean, like you've been at every press conference. It's we're always tinkering with how we do things. It's travel schedule, how we practice, periods we do. Every tactic we have is a method. There's no like, hey, we have to do this old school principle play. It's all those things are up for evaluation all the time.
Is it true you've been nicknamed the sheriff in the weight room?
There's some truth to that. Yeah.
Why is it?
How do you? I'm impressed. You know that. I must be a joy to work out with. Apparently, if my nickname's the sheriff, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you should be doing it right. So. No, that's good. We have a great group down there. Our strength guys are awesome. It's a great way to kick off the day. It's competitive. Just like our spirit around the building. Like we want to give each other crap, but we want to get great work in at the same time. So, same is true for when we're working out.
Is that part of your daily routine, early workout?
Yeah.
What else?
We'd like some more coaches to join us, but they're too busy. I'm sorry.
How many do you have working out so far?
What is there? Eight or 10 of us.
How early are we talking?
Starts at 6.
Mike,
don't be late.
Sorry. What was that feeling this morning when all your men were in the room and they just got back? I mean, what did for you as a teacher the process?
It's cool. I mean, there's different methods to how you approach the bye week. We felt like it was important to kind of recenter, get away, have the opportunity to maybe look at things through a different lens, zoom out a little bit. And I think our guys are determined. I think you could feel it was probably nice for them to have a little bit of a break, but they're also focused. I thought we had a really good day.
How good was it to get Robbie back out on the field again?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Wasn't a long practice, but got some good reps in, good individual work, and we'll take it from there.
You obviously got.
He add back to the running game, getting back in the lineup for you, whenever that's it.
Well, I think we've majored in 12 personnel, 13 personnel, when we put 2 core guys in the game when we're in 1 or 2 receiver sets. Brady's done a great job, in the fullback type of role. So we'll see how the game plan shakes out, but Robbie provides more 2-back flexibility than probably we've had.
Even Lurie has said he's comfortable. How much of how you're using him is similar to the game tape you saw in South Carolina?
So you say that again, Greg.
How are you using even Lurie? How similar is it to what
Yeah.
you saw in the game?
Yeah, it's a little different. He was mostly at safety, like playing the deep area of the field. Now he was blitzing and coming out of the roof, and they do some good stuff on defense. So you're able to see him do the things, cover man-to-man, blitz, play the deep area of the field. But this role is a little different than they had him playing at South Carolina.
So
But
he was more from the back then. He played
yeah.
more.
Mm-hmm.
You got an extra week, obviously, to buy. If you were to get an extra hour every day, how would you spend it?
Man, if I were to give you something other than working on football, I'd probably be lying to you. I wish I had some novel answer, like I'd read a book or something, but that ain't happening.
How would you spend it on football?
It depends throughout the week, but it'd be nice to have a quiet hour in your office watching tape. Sounds like a good hour to me.
What did the self-scout report say about the third down on offense?
We're not there yet. Doing some good things. Protecting the quarterback well. Can improve though. Having less and shorter third down distances help. Great third down offense is one that really isn't out there on third down. But I think it's kind of like the run game. It's like there's a lot of great stuff. We're not there yet, but I think what we're doing is good. It's sound. Guys are executing. We got to do everything better. We got to scheme a little bit better. We got to execute a little bit better, protect it a little bit better. I think once we start doing that, then we'll get better returns.
How much do you think the average distance that you guys have to gain is influencing the overall percentage?
Yeah, well, I'd be lying if I told you the average distance, but it's always going to help. You start getting in some of those 4-down situations, runs become a threat. Teams can't get as fancy. You can't bring as many overload prep. The scales start being tilted in the offense's favor when those yardages go down. So, that's really everybody's goal. Defensively, our goal is to keep them in as long as possible, so we can have the whole playbook at our disposal.
The preponderance of targets for Smith and Jigga, as long as it's working, you're cool with that, or do you want to force it balance?
Well, we want to include everybody. We have some great skill players on offense that have done some great things, after the catch and down the field. It's not like we're just forcing the ball to Jax. He's a primary on a lot of concepts we're running, and as well he should be. But there's also things where he's second or third in the progression, the ball's finding him too. So I'd say both,
You talked about identity, and people talk about the run game struggling, but you guys are actually significantly better on 3rd and 4th and 1 yard or short yard situations than last year.
Yep.
Are you seeing progress in kind of the short yardage situations compared to where you've been?
Well, yeah. It's funny. I'm listening to your question, and I'm thinking of things we can be better at in those situations. But you have to be in order to win, especially late in the year, and beat really good teams. You have to be great on short yardage. It's just I don't know if it's like a fact or it's proven or anything, but it just feels like when you have to get a yard, you gotta be able to do it. And defensively, you gotta defend a yard. So that's something that I think there's some ebb and flow to it throughout the season. Start doing something, you're successful at it. Teams are gonna have answers. You gotta have answers for those answers. The menu significantly shrinks in those situations. So it's a little bit more game planny than maybe other situations.
Do you expect any activity before the trade deadline?
I'm sorry.
Do you expect them to be active at all before the trade deadline?
We're always active. I mean, we're always. I mean, you know how John rolls. We're in everything. We're constantly trying to do what's best for us. Sometimes that's through acquisition.
Expecting anyone to retire this bye week?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
The defensive front has been the strength for you guys all year. When you've got the depth and different guys making plays, just how much more does that help? Like, you know, some people might have one edge guy or one tier guy who's kind of the focus. But when there's so many different guys making plays, I imagine that makes it all harder on the offense.
Well, I think that contributes to like our identity is we're an 11-man rush. You know, it takes all 11. You know, we got some great rushers that deserve one-on-one opportunities, and that happens naturally throughout the course of the game. But we want to set all of our guys up for success. It's not really built around one guy. That's why we pressure the way we do. That's why we disguise the way we do. And the guys are bought in. You know, if the guys aren't bought into doing it, it doesn't work. Just that's the way it goes. But our guys have been supportive of one another, and they understand that a rising tide raises all ships in this situation. So it's great. And and you have fresh rushers. You know, it's hard to play the same 4 guys the whole game and be effective. You know, late in drives and late in games.
Anything else? Thank you.
All right, thanks guys.